Recording.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the GMologist Presents. We've been on vacation for a month, but now we are playing again our continuing Greyhawk campaign. Kind of it's become more of a sandbox campaign, but nominally, the players are attempting to undertake and defeat the slavers in the Against the Slave Lords adventure path from way back, AD&D 1E. And we are using AD&D 1E rules for the most part, with house rules thrown in here and again, or rulings as needed. And I will introduce the players, and they will tell me who their character is and their level, maybe, because it's been some time. And I'll go from right to left on my screen. And first, we have Wolsey.
Hi everyone, this is Tim Woolsey. I'm running Bronson, a neutral good cleric. I am 5th level, and I have my trusty companion Shepherd with me again, although he will most likely stay on our boat.
All right. And next, we have Streamrolla.
Hello, I'm Streamrilla. I play Arlindia, and she is. I actually have to pull her up. She's a neutral good elven fighter magic user, and she's actually made it to level 4 on both sides. And she has her trusted recon frog, or toad, Bufo.
All right. Next, we have Greyhawk.
Hi everyone, this is Greyhawk. I'm playing Riordan. He is now a 5th level human fighter.
All right. That's it.
No.
Okay. Next on my screen, we have J-Ro.
Good morning. This is Tim J-Ro. I'm playing Zorik. He's a half-orc cleric fighter. At the conclusion of last campaign or meeting, I was able to reach 5th level in the fighter, but since we need to train that up, I'll still be fighting this 4th.
All right. And last but not least, we have Snake.
Good morning, everybody. I play Veer. He is a half-elven fighter with exceptional strength.
What level is Veer?
He's 5.
Okay.
5th level.
All right. So we're at the, if you recall, the adventure is for levels 4 to 7. So they are at the appropriate level, but the more the better, right? As they say in the old school, the higher the number of levels. But 5 is a good number for this set of adventures. I think you've done pretty well. Does anyone want to recall, as I switch to the Sea of Gearnot map, what happened last time for our listeners and for me, because I have bad memory now?
Yeah, I'll go. So after finishing up our business in Nessermouth and doing the lighthouse adventure that we did there, we returned to Darkshelf and took care of business there. Dealt with our dwarven companions who have come up to help us expand the limestone quarry that now seems to possibly also be turning into an iron mine. And then we made the journey across the Sea of Gearnot to Highport, intending to take the fight to the slavers, since they still seem to be a threat to the region, and we know that they're operating out of the Pomarch Peninsula and Highport in particular. So we made a bunch of rolls and a bunch of encounters. We fought some fishmen on the way there, and we had to have a little bit of a negotiation with some orcs from the Saltburner tribe who intercepted us on a vessel called the Flaming Eye. And we were able to avoid combat with them. We passed ourselves off as part of the slaving outfit, and actually got some information from them relating to the fact that evidently, while they weren't hostile to us, some of the slaver leadership are maybe not on the best of terms with the sort of traditional orcs, I suppose, because they're worshiping an entity called the Earth Dragon versus the traditional orc god of Grumash. And then we made into Highport itself, and as I recall, we more or less left off having sort of just poked around to figure out where the local watering hole was, so that we could find our contact there and possibly work towards infiltrating this temple of the Earth Dragon, since that seems to be the slaver headquarters in the city.
Right. Yeah. So I have like a little sort of poetic map of Highport, and you can see as you kind of see an overview as you're kind of in port. You would probably be, so there's like the light gray is the orc district, the dark gray is the human district. So you're probably either along one of the wharfs here. It seems like the water is deep enough, or you could be out in the harbor. What little, I mean, it says Woolly Bay, but we know it's a Sea of Gear. It's not a great harbor, honestly. If you look at the topography of the northern Portage Peninsula here, right? The salt burner have a better harbor actually, and so do the blood axes. But here's Highport. So you're probably like out here. So I don't know if you set. I guess the first question is, what flag are you flying as you come into Highport or are sitting there in the harbor or along the wharf? Those are the couple decisions. Are you docked along one of these wharves, or are you slightly out in the ocean? And the other consideration again is what flag you're flying, and then what are we going to do?
I thought we were slightly outside,
Okay.
because we were talking about sending one of our rowboats and a small team inside to register our ship so that we could dock.
Okay.
And I thought we, to avoid any issues, had put up the slavers flag.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Am I wrong, guys?
That is pretty much what I recall.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds accurate to me.
Oh yeah. I guess I should have shown. This is the A1. I have I think a older, maybe I don't know what printing it is, but it is an original, not reprinted copy of A1. And like I said, we're using AD&D with my F3D cover book for the DMG. And unfortunately, I do not have the original idle cover. I just have the second type of cover that they had, the Elmore, the Easley drawings. I should probably take this to North Texas next time. Anyway, yeah, I have a really cool signature from Larry Easley in my OA book. Anyway, so here we are in Highport.
Yeah. I know we had originally spoke with the ones on the Flaming Eye and bought some salt for ourselves. And they had, if I remember correctly, cautioned us that there was a lot of things going on with the Bloody Axe group, and they weren't happy with the ones in Highport. So he cautioned us to make sure that we followed the direction that we were given, like registering our ship and parking at the port, and then going in to into the town. It's not as big as it used to be, I think, is what they told us.
Yeah, it's a lot of ruin you could see up along the town. They had a big battle several years ago, and it hasn't quite been up to what Highport used to be. It's very, very ramshackle, especially in the lower city, where you can see, especially as you're looking on the west side of the city, so looking to your right from the harbor, right, a lot of ramshackle, tents and lean-tos and the like. Whereas where you are sitting in front of is a bit more, quote unquote, civilized. There are ruined buildings still and rubble-strewn streets that haven't been cleaned up. So, it is what it is.
Would we know what the battle was over, and You know who it was between?
Yeah, so there used to be I don't know. I don't know if Highport has always been sort of quote unquote evil, but years ago, the orc tribes of the Palmarge attacked Highport and took it over, basically.
Yeah, I think all of our characters would know this sort of from background Greyhawk
Mhm.
lore. That Pomarge used to have another kingdom that was allied to the Ulic states to the
Yep.
west, and basically when all the humanoids, orcs, hobgoblins, etc., got sort of pushed out of the mountain ranges nearby, they invaded the Pomarge, and uh, the Pomarch actually ended up falling to them. So Highport and all the other big cities were sacked, and but for the most part, were not rebuilt. They were taken over by various evildoers, and so that's the reason why we've been talking about this place. I know that Ivan was sort of referring to it as a pirate town. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a pirate haven,
I expect
more
this
or
place
less.
could be full of well, we know the slave
Scum
lords are
and
here.
villainy.
Yeah,
Scum and villainy.
yeah, scum and villainy. That's a perfect way to put it. And then I guess since Streamroller was bringing up sort of persons of interest here, we learned from our contacts in Nessermouth that there's a priest named Nicaro Valestine, who is apparently a stout, balding, sinewy man with a missing ear, but who apparently worships a god of freedom, and who is opposed to the slave lords. Presumably laying low, but we're not completely sure of that. So that's potentially a local ally here. And then we also learn from the captain of the Flaming Eye, Captain Gurok, that there's an individual named Turosh Mach who is sort of heading up the Earth Dragon cult that might be one of the more powerful slave lords. And then we also learned that an orc or half orc named Nabok apparently is still running the old temple of Grumash in Highport. And then we also have written down here in my notes that there's a spy, a human spy named Pita, who or Pedia, who is probably still loyal to the to actually the Temple of Grumash, but has infiltrated the Temple of the Earth Dragon on behalf of these sort of traditionalist tribes. As I've written down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it is. I would just amend that a little bit. It is while the leader, you said his name really cool, Turok Mosh or whatever.
Tarakmash.
Yeah, Turok Mosh. He encourages slavery. It is not, and he probably gets some kickback. It is not known if he's an actual you know, it's not known whether he is an actual slave lord per se, or just lets them operate, or has some sort of agreement with them. I would amend that a little bit. Undoubtedly, he supports it and gets money, but he might not be an actual. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's got other concerns, I would say.
Okay.
But you do know that the Earth Dragon priests who just don't really have a name, as far as you learned in their lore, and just go by their title or of the circle or whatever, then that seems to be prevalent in the or they seem to be also involved in the slave trade, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know we had talked about in the rowboat that we wanted to take out. We have 2 rowboats with us, so I think we could fit our party in it. but I know we definitely wanted to have Farvar with us. He's
Okay.
our little thiefy guy, our little
Mhm.
thiefy dwarf.
And Brother Quan is there too, who also has some
Yeah.
skills.
Right.
And then you have the
the
militia
monk.
Kurz, who is I think Riordan's squire, and then you have your ship's crew, and then I need to bring
Well,
Shepard over.
I thought we had talked about leaving half of the militia and Shepard on the boat at all times to protect. That's what I thought, because I thought we had like 10 militia, and that's why you have
No,
five.
you have 5
We
militia.
have 5 militia.
Yeah.
That's up to you, because it's a very big shepherd. You little shepherd.
Or just leave leave the militia on the boat.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
red shirts
Well-
tend to get into trouble.
Well, what we need to do right now, and I would certainly solicit opinions from the group here, but it seems to me like what we need to do is try and find one of these contacts here and figure out what our approach is going to be, because if we're here to take down the slave traders, since they're still sort of an existential threat to the region, certainly to our sort of budding holdings in Darkshelf, we're going to need to figure out where they are and how we're going to get in there. Yeah, and at a minimum, we're going to have to probably find this Temple of the Earth Dragon, because that seems to again be their local headquarters.
mhm.
I know I was the one that was given the contact information because he was a priest. Would I have been given an idea of where I might find him, someplace that he likes to go to spend his downtime, or where in particular he works per se?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. Look.
Well, I thought we had learned that the temple is somewhat underground, and that
Yeah.
if we met up with Pieta or whatever her name is, that spy in Highport, she could take us to the entrance of the temple. I thought that's what we learned.
Mhm.
But it might behoove us to register the dark sale under its original name and dock it, and then head to like the local watering hole just to see if we can't get a little more scuttlebutt before we head off to try and find that. That'd be my opinion.
I think there's risk if we register it under its original name, as none of those people are on board and they're probably known here.
Okay.
So we probably shouldn't do that. And I think initially we probably should leave the militia on board to help protect the ship while we try and locate our contacts.
Right. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I think you're supposed.
do we want?
It is vague on how you're supposed to contact him.
Yeah. Do we want to
Truth be
register
told.
it as the dark sale, or do we want to register it as Bazali's something or another? Or
No, we'll do it the dark sale. We pretty much told everybody that we took it over.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the flaming eye gives word around, then that'll
Right. And I
the
know
scuttlebutt will filter out.
We're supposed to talk to somebody and use the cry of the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that the password or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently
For the Grumash,
Yeah, Pieta will respond to like a worshipful call to the orc god Grumash.
Okay.
So that's kind of a secret signal to her. As for our contact, the priest, we'll see if Carl, as a benevolent god here, will gift us with some means of contact, because scouring this entire city doesn't sound like the most fruitful way of going about it.
No.
Yeah.
Seems to me like if we just get a bunch of dwarfs or orcs drunk, they'll give us information. That's my theory.
Well, I mean, and hopefully, if you just ask around for his name, you know,
No,
it'll,
fair point. And
I mean, if he's, yeah, and
and
then
I
maybe
mean, we can always be, saying, oh,
he's a
he
merchant
owes
of
us,
some sort.
yeah,
Oh, he
he
owes you
owes us
money.
money.
Right. Yeah.
Or he's holding special slaves for us that we agreed to pay more for or whatever.
We could also just go into town and get supplies for our boat because we've been on the open waters for a while and kind of have our eyes out for a person that's missing an ear.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's that.
I think it took what, about 3 weeks for us to sail over here. That was hard for me to keep track of, admittedly.
I think it was like 2 weeks.
It was because we found food along the way. So we used 27 out of 30 days worth of food. So 27 days to get here.
Oh wow, crazy. Yep.
Closer to 4 weeks then. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kept track.
Dang.
Good, because I was having a little bit of a hard time tracking how many days went by.
Sorry,
Oh, well, if it's-
I was
if
keeping
it's 4
track of
weeks,
the food.
If it's 4 weeks, you guys have your residual, though you can't spend it, but you get the XP for it.
Right, the 415 by 4.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I guess Zorik, you have to find a trainer in Highport.
Well, I I don't know if we're going to be here long enough, but I can always attempt it. Yeah. Am I able to go ahead and get my hit points for that?
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's see. Okay.
Because I mean, I'm thinking it'd probably be best since we have Zorik in Vazali's armor, maybe to have him take the lead on a few things right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Arlindia has the garb of the. I think she was a mage.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you can wear that dark garb of the goth mage that you guys defeated too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. All right, so we're going into Highport.
Yes. I will have Bufo in his box on my satchel on my back, but I will have my cloak over it, so hopefully they don't see him.
Okay. All right, so the human parts of as you kind of come over on your boat, I'm assuming all the players are going, and maybe you got some ship's crew to pilot the boat, or are you guys just?
Well, we have a captain and a navigator and our own crew on the boat.
Well, they're probably staying on the boat.
Correct.
Right? Unless you want them to rotate in for some, to get some land legs or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you guys have been at sea for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to adjust the land.
Yeah, they're probably gonna want some shore leave at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say you can scope it out and then see if it's okay.
I think that's a good idea. We can let them rotate in shifts after that, since we're going to need to keep some people on the boat, obviously for security purposes.
Yeah.
Right.
So the human parts of town seem to show the highest degree of attention. There's existing buildings and some new construction. Actually, there's houses. There's a lot of shops as well. You do see, though, there are, they don't make they are not shy about having slaves around. Although you see people wearing a collar or a couple chain gangs as you kind of come down. Someone meets you at the docks. So like an official, and he's got like a couple half-orc bodyguards. So this guy is it's interesting. He's a dwarf, and he says, "Because I am the harbor master here. Which ship is that? I do not recognize the sail.
Well, I mean, Arlindia will nudge Zorik. But she'll speak up and say, "We are the Dark Sail. We have been sent here from Darkshelf. We have not received our shipment yet, and are in search of where they might be. But as you are aware, we must register to dock as first. May we know where we're supposed to do that?"
With me,
I see.
he snaps his fingers, and one of the half orcs rolls his eyes, but gives him like a, I guess it would be like a, they use paper. Yeah, probably gives him a ink and stylus and some parchment.
Does it appear to Arlindia like this guy knows how to write?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
he tells. Oddly, he does tell the half orc to kind of kneel down, and he uses his back as a clipboard, and he starts writing Dark Sail. Who's the captain?
I don't know that we ever named our captain, did we, guys? I mean, we wouldn't give his name anyways. What name do you want to give?
Use
Yeah, I think
Basali?
that our captain was just one of the fishermen we recruited.
No, I know,
from
but
Darkshelf.
yeah, but
She'll speak
I mean,
up
you
and say his name is Bazali. He is the son of Bazali, the former owner of our enterprise.
And then nudge Zorik forward, right? If he's wearing his armor.
Yes, that'd be my wish.
Tim, are you there?
Yes, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm listening, and I was about to say I'm just kind of letting them take the lead, but I'm just going to say you have to excuse us. We're not usually this absent. We've been at sea for several weeks. We're still adjusting to the land. But
You still got your sea legs.
I am in
got
need for an ale and a good steak.
Okay, so well, you've come to the. I am a fine connoisseur of good food, as you might be able to tell. And he pats his belly. He tells you that. Let's see if there's an interesting place in here. If not, I'll make something up.
So you have a someplace you recommend that we attend?
Well, it's a bit of a haul, but I would say if the best food in town, if you are risky or have certain, well, if you are not just love food but are also sound mind, I recommend the House of Quiet. It is closer to the high city, but best food in town, I would say. And tell them that Dwalar sent you. Dwalar, the harbor port master.
I see. Dweller, since you seem to know this town better than anyone else, on our way to House of Quiet, is there a temple that I might leave my offering at?
There are many, many temples.
Which one would you suggest that I leave my offering and thanks for safe travel to Highport at?
Well, it depends on who you worship. He tells you there, like I said, there are many, many temples. There is a, well, the big one, of course. He makes some sort of, he kind of puts some sort of triangle in the air, like an isosceles triangle in the air, and he says the big one, of course. All worship the Earth Dragon. He doesn't seem super sincere in that, but says it, looking around. Says there is a temple of Grumash, if you are of the old ways. There is if you none of you look like you're hyena men, because I do not care for them anyway, but there is a temple to their god.
Well,
There's a temple to the gods of the Olmans as well.
so this Temple of Garnash, is
Yeah.
that the one you seem to be more fond of?
I'm just listing temples.
I see.
There is a temple of Beltar.
Beltar.
There is a temple of
Well, I can tell you that before we headed out, we heard rumors of this mighty priest that helps rule High Shelf. Maybe you
well,
know.
yes, that would be Turak Ma, or how do we pronounce it? There's a temple of Erythunil, Incobulus, Narul, Hextor. Take your pick. They're all here.
Tell me more about Turak.
Pyramius,
Pyramus.
Ayaz, Vecna,
Is
Malkubiet, if you're a hobgoblin.
Tarak Mosh?
All right. We get it. There's lots of temples here. I'm hungry. I must eat.
Yes, you guys go ahead. I will.
I've had too much fish.
Yes,
Yeah, salted fish.
Well, my question to you
feel your pain,
is,
Captain.
Okay, I want to ask my question.
This is a lighthouse here, by the way. 3. All right, go ahead. Ask your question, Amy.
No, keep going.
No, he's done. Oh, what's 11?
She wanted to know if Tarak Mosh is the fabled priest of one ear that she heard of.
Oh, he has both his ears.
Who is the fabled priest of one ear?
Because I don't know. He's probably dead.
Are you sure? Because I certainly don't want to make my pledge for safe passing to that priest, and she'll laugh as if she's trying to be jovial.
Right.
So we at least know that Tarak Mosh, the Earth Dragon priest, has both his ears, if he's telling us the truth. But the other temple you talked about, the one I can't pronounce, Garash Mosh or whatever it is.
Yep.
The original one. That's where Arlindia would like to see how close it is to the House of Quiet.
The Temple of Grumash, you mean?
Yes.
I believe the Temple of Grumash. Well, if you ask about the Temple of Grumash, one of the half-orcs gives you a nod, because I've never heard of an elf worshipping the Flaming Eye, but this is a strange town. He says it's way over here in the Orc District.
Way over here. Are you pinging somewhere?
Oh, I'm on the right. Yeah. So you guys are like here. So it's way over here. The House of Quiet. The house. Yeah. The House of Quiet is here.
And then the one I want to go to is where?
Here.
Okay.
And where's the Temple of the Earth Dragon?
The Temple of the Earth. It's probably. I bet you it's like 7. Oh no, it says 1. Where is 1?
I see 2. No, there's 1. Well, perhaps. Yeah.
Where's 1? I didn't even see where 1 is.
It's up there.
I'm trying to ping it right now. It's right here at the docks.
Oh, right here. Oh, is that really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, the Temple of the Earth Dragon. Yep.
Well, perhaps I should eat first and then go make my offering. She will ask the half-orcs when they make their offerings, what do they offer to their god?
Mm-hmm.
What do they offer to their god?
Money, slaves.
Roadkill.
Well, personally,
Elven sacrifices.
Yeah.
I didn't bring any slaves with. Where would the slave market be? Maybe I could pick one up. Number 7. Is that what you pinged on, Cara?
No, I didn't ping on anything. I'm just
No,
looking.
I pinged on it. I've been trying to find number 7 this whole time and finally found it.
Oh, what is number 7?
7 is the Lord's Palace. That's
Oh, okay. So where
That's
would the slaves be?
I mean, there's slaves all over. There probably would be a market, probably in this area here at some point, but I don't know.
There is a slave road I see that
Yeah.
is down south there.
Right. I don't know the 10.
Well, maybe the House of Quiet will have one for sale there.
Yep. Where's 18? I don't see what 18 is. This is stockade. Oh, 18.
18's right there. It looks more like 8, but that's a 1 in front of it.
Yeah, 18 is like that's like the big barracks.
Okay, what's 19 then? More barracks?
Oh, okay. That's what they point you. 18.
Okay, that's where the
like
slaves.
Yeah, that's where he tells you that there's like a platform in front of the stockade there,
Okay.
and they have auctions in that area.
Okay. Is there one going on now?
Because I usually it's in the morning. This is like probably late in the day when you guys got here.
Okay. All right. So I guess off to House of Quiet.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll still try and find one for sale before I go over to that temple, though. But that's okay.
I mean, you see them, but I don't know if you can approach people. But that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see. Someone needs to roll me a d6. I'll have Tim Woolsey roll me a d6, please. As you move through the city of Highport. Oh, great! And roll me another d6. Okay. Well, that's interesting. All right.
I don't think it's a good sign when the GM says that's interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
Just saying. Our listeners can give us a thumbs up if they think that the same way, or.
All right. Well, so you see an interesting scene up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You see a group of 7. I guess you probably know what they are. Maybe you've never seen them, but at least you've seen pictures. You see like this large humanoid with a club, probably an ogre, and 7 kobolds, and they're
7 kobolds.
Yeah, 7 kobolds and an ogre, and there's next to them is a cart that has lost a wheel, and they're arguing, and the kobolds trying to surround the ogre who's like threatening them with his club.
Okay.
You guys do anything?
Well, does it seem like the ogre, it's his cart and he wants the rest of them to fix it? Is that what this argument is about? Can we figure that out?
I don't think we want to get involved in this. We just got into town personally.
No, I'm just watching.
Yeah, so
the ogre's doing what?
So the ogre is like holding out his club, and warily looking at the kobold. Does anyone speak? Kobold.
I speak ogre.
I don't know on my character sheet where to even look for my languages, to be honest. I know I have like 5 or some of number.
It's under personal attributes towards the top, right under class details, and you got personal attributes.
Do you call it? Do you call out to the ogre, then Zorak, or?
Yes, I said, what have these peons done to you, sir?
They blame me for their poor cart construction. I was just hauling goods. I have no control over a crappy cart, And then the kobolds yammer at him. A couple of them are looking at you now, though, and they say, and they kind of point at you and say in common, "This is none of your business."
Be quiet, rat.
This ogre owes this rat.
Oh, you prefer dog?
All right. Should be fun.
This guy can smash you with one finger.
Are you taunting him then, you would say?
The kobold?
Yeah.
How many are there?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, you can attack 5 of them. Actually, all of you fighters can attack X number per round, right? So,
yeah.
Level per round.
Yeah. I just laugh. I said your intelligence is as big as your height. So this guy is clearly your superior.
That's what I have told them. He says in common. He breaks into common. That is what I've told him, friend. Tell him the hierarchy.
Does it look like the wheel has just fallen off?
Yeah, just the wheel just fell off.
Okay, while they're arguing,
definitely the kobolds back away from you, as you threaten them. Plate mail, armored, half work.
I'm going to come up and stand next to him.
Okay.
Well, Arlindia wants to pick up the wheel and just hand it to the closest kobold and tell him it might be in your best interest to put this on. Or take a beating. Your choice.
All right, so you are moving in and among the kobolds. So roll me a 2d6 and add 2.
13.
They comply.
Okay.
They comply. Some of them have like a kind of breathe probably an audible sigh of relief. The ogre comes over to Zorik. He says, I am tall.
Tall, Toll?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say, yeah, yes, you are tall, but
he gives a good laugh and slaps you on the back.
I've been told where a good place is to get a good meat and steak, but I wonder if there's some place you prefer.
Well, I am it depends on what you like to eat. As you know, I can eat a lot of different things. What are you in the mood for?
Don't say
I've been at sea.
Because I know your human-sided palate probably would not want to eat one of these for their insolence. But I will say that I know a guy, and he recently has caught some wild goat.
Goat is interesting.
Mutton's always good.
Well, so he says,
I think that sounds all. Yeah, we're all interested.
Because for your because you backed me up. I mean, yes, it would have been a slaughter, but it is never good for business. The kobolds have kind of moved along, unless you care to talk with them at all.
Well,
Tall is still there with his club. His club is shouldered.
Well, when Arlindia went to talk to him, she would have peeked in to see what was in it.
In the cart,
yeah.
Food.
Just food.
Like grain and drink and stuff like that.
Okay.
Did they put the wheel back on?
Yes.
Okay.
This couple of them just kind of saw Goth Arlindia and the ogre and all you guys, and like, okay, I think we'll do this. According to the 2d6 reaction roll there. All right. Yeah, so Tull says, well, he says, yes, he says, join me. He says, I know he's been cooking it all day. So I think I'm hungry. Let us go. Sure.
I'll go.
Where are we going?
Did you tell him where you were wanting to go, or?
We haven't gotten that
No,
far.
I just figured that where we were suggested to go was in like he was kind of in a higher part of town. This guy probably knows a shadier place where we might find better information.
Yeah. So you probably like end up on the edge of the orc district, like over here somewhere.
Okay.
Passing through some of the warehouses and all that, and you could smell like the goat cooking. I mean, it's actually more of like a large like ram, like a bighorn sheep. They've actually cut the head off and displayed it, put on a spike, and there's half orcs and there's half orcs. I mean, people go, oh, the ogre, he's gonna take a whole haunch because I brought friends. Oh, by the way, they charged you 10 gold pieces for the port fee.
Okay.
For the week.
For the week. Okay.
Yeah.
At the harbor?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want to negotiate it.
I think Arlindia would have said that's exorbitant. 2 seems to be.
It's for the protection.
Oh, we come with our own. Thank you very much.
Well, if you don't want to pay it, that means you're.
If I don't want to pay it, that means you're threatening me.
Well, it says good luck.
I'm not interested in arguing this guy. I'll pay it.
The 10 gold.
Yeah.
There you go.
Arlindia
you wouldn't.
Arlindia is going to look at him and say, "You're gouging people. What is your purpose?" I do not see.
Because gouging.
Gouging.
Because where are you from? Nessermouth?
No.
He laughs. This is for protection. All these boats have money. He points to there's a couple pirate cogs out there in the harbor right now.
Well, I mean, she still wants to get her hands or get a hold of where the slaves are at too. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's like slaves all over. I mean,
I know there's slaves everywhere, but she wants to purchase one. Because, in my opinion, the slaves probably have the most information out of anybody.
Potentially, yeah.
So I'd like to see if I could purchase them.
Yeah. So they're definitely in the Orc district.
Well, you said they're not. I mean, they're not selling them right now at 18.
No, not right now. That happened already. So I'm moving forward. That little scene.
I imagine that the slave market is probably going to be pretty lively. We come back tomorrow, it'll probably be active.
So there's like about 15 other people here, mostly orcs and half orcs, and then Toll the ogre. Toll did pull out he did for the kobold's annoyance, he did pull out a barrel from the cart and shoulders it. He's got a club in one shoulder and a barrel in the other. And he goes, I met friends. They helped me with those little, what did you call them? He looks, rats?
Rats. In size and in facial features, I guess.
Well, yes, well, they are, so anyway, so it's like a minor tribe. It's probably orcs here.
Can Arlindia ask Toll? She wanted to go make her sacrifice at the temple, and she wanted to know if she could borrow a couple of his slaves to protect her on her way there. She will bring them back in one piece or in pieces, whichever he prefers.
Well, let us eat first, and then we will. She goes, "What? How is it that an elf worships the one eye?"
I don't worship any particular god here, but it has always been my tutelage that you make a donation to the temples to thank them for safe passage when you go over the waters. That is what I've had, so that is what is first on my thought. I will eat after.
Because I figure you'd be a Hextorite based on your dark garb there.
Like I said, he's not my god, but I do not want to upset any gods.
Because why not donate at the Earth Dragon Temple? That's where everyone does, says another orc.
Is that
Some
where,
you
is
can see
that
there's
where you would
there's
make
definitely
your
some
donation?
Just well, yes, of course. There's definitely some like a little bit of grumbles. You guys can tell, you know.
She would say, "Well, I've heard that temple priest has only one ear, so perhaps that god doesn't protect as well."
I have not heard that. Did he lose it in a fight?
I don't know. It's a rumor that I heard that he has one ear. There's a priest in town that has one ear. I do not want to sacrifice to that god, so tell me which priest that is, and I will not sacrifice to that god.
One of the more philosophical orcs says, "Are you being literal or metaphorical? For I have heard that Turok Mok listens to no one, so perhaps he does not hear."
So he is the one with no right ear. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I am asking if you were being metaphorical or literal. They pass around quite a bit of a free ale that Tall had liberated from the kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone else?
There's a toast. Elves in their ears.
Elves in their ear. They're like, what? They realize what they're doing, and then after.
Yeah.
Tall says, "I have dined on elven ears before. Not enough substance, I would say. Too crunchy."
And she'll lean in and say, "And when we took over, we dined on orc."
Well,
she'll lean back because he's drunk. She's just playing into it now.
Oh, you'd say that to the ogre or to the other orcs?
To the one that said he has eaten
elven
ears.
That's the ogre.
Yeah.
So the ogre says, "Well, yes," he does. He kind of counts on his fingers. See, elves, dwarves, yeah, orcs, kobolds, goblins, gnolls. Gnolls are stringy and tough.
They are. I agree.
I did not know that elves. Because I am learning things every day, my friends. I did not know that elves ate sentience. I guess it is only humans that have these proclivities. Meat is meat.
Let us drink to that then. And she'll raise her glass and
they don't have glasses; they have tankards.
But whatever, you know what I mean.
Bowls. Right.
She'll raise her vessel.
Yep.
She'll only take one sip and then she'll pass the ale around.
Yep. Right. So just for people watching, I rolled a 9 and an 11 for the reaction rolls. So those are pretty positive reaction rolls for this crew. All right. All right. Amy rolled an 11 and I rolled a 9. All right. So anyone else want to do anything?
An 11.
It's very weird.
It was an 11 plus 2, so total 13. Of 13.
Yeah. So anyone else? What Tharver and Brother Quan? Did you bring them, or are they on the boat? I'm just asking.
They should be with us.
All right. Did you want to send them off to look for people, or
well,
I'm with you. Stick together.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Stick together.
We don't know this town that well right now.
Well, the good thing is, like, when you're moving from this district here over to where you are now, no one really messed with you because you have like an big ogre with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone else want to ask or do anything here? Or, I mean, you guys are able to eat. It's pretty good. It's a little spicy. So one of the orcs there has a kind of as it looks like he has this barrel or maybe not a barrel, but this table with all these kind of spices on there, and he's explaining what he did, and they've kind of been roasting this ram on a spit like all day. So and then there's different there's like an offal stew as well if you want. If you would like some, offal stew from the ram, they eat everything. They put the head out, they put the fleece up to skinning and stuff.
I will definitely compliment him on the food and ask if by chance we could take just a little bit back to our crew that was not able to onboard the ship. Not much, just a little taste of what we got to have for them.
I do not mind that. I do not know if we have enough of the meat to go around, but there's plenty of stew.
I think they'd be happy with the stew.
I promise you, no sentient body parts in the stew.
That's okay. Arlindia will say this must have cost you quite a great deal with all these very expensive spices.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know a spice merchant in the town.
Oh, and who might that spice merchant be so that I can get some?
Roll a d6.
You have to name them. I will in a second. D6. There we go. A 3.
Yes, his name is Bernardo.
Bernardo.
He's always surprised. This guy's probably a half orc, though looking more orcish than. Mm-hmm. So they want to know about They want Zorik to regale them with the tale. How you came?
Tale.
Yeah, how you came to? Does have you told them you're a ship's captain or whatever?
I'm gonna pull out my pipe and some pipe weed.
Okay.
Offer some to Toll.
Oh yeah, they're like, this is like a treat.
This comes from the orchard of the Great Leaf.
I can't. Yeah, some of them say I cannot stand the incense that those priests burn. This is much better. He goes, you stole it from the orchard of the Great Leaf. Fantastic.
A great tale. How did a half orc become a seafarer?
Yes, because you are no salt. You are no salt burner or blood axe. That I know of.
Arlindia wants to
tell him how we basically how we fooled the people on the ship, made them come off, and then how we ambushed them and took charge of this vessel.
War leader, are you? That sounds dastardly fun. Of course, when we would never. People do think that we do stand-up fights, but that would make us lose a lot. Orc warfare is smart warfare. And they go, orc warfare is smart warfare. Yes, screw the hobgoblins. They think they know everything. All right. Anyone else want to interact or do anything here in this group, or is everyone kind of quiet?
Where are we? We're here.
You're probably like at the edge of this area here.
Okay. Are there
There's a few human guards come over at some point too that might know some of these orcs.
Are there any shops or anything open?
Not really. Not by now. It's like evening time.
Okay. We overhear any rumors while we're sort of feasting and drinking in this tavern?
Well, it's like open air. It's like, it's not really a tavern. They're like open air, and people are bringing like some people later, some orcs and a couple of goblins bring like some small pony kegs back that they liberated.
Okay,
well.
So this is
it's like a street party. It's more like a street party.
Yeah. With basically like a barbecue pit set up outside.
Yeah.
Are there any other elves at all?
No. No. So there's like a few humans.
So Vera and I are kind of it for elves, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Do
Yeah. So roll.
do I
So
see
whoever
any
was looking for
elves?
rumors.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to. Do I see any elves that are slaves or anything like that?
You have. They're mostly humans that you've seen. You haven't seen any like non-human slaves. If you ask around, they'd say that that they're in high demand, and the rich folk, and they point towards like the high town. The rich folk usually pick those up.
Hmm.
Yeah. So okay. So who is looking for rumors?
Well, I mean, Arlindia will eat the food.
Yeah.
She took maybe a couple sips of the alcohol, but she doesn't want to be under any influence. So
Yeah.
I think she would be basically going from conversation to conversation, seeing if she can hear anything else. Kind of, I guess you could say, eavesdropping.
Okay. All right. Greg, you wanted Royden to look for rumors, or Snake, you wanted Fear to ask around for rumors as well. I know Bronson's talking up the cook, So
Yeah. If there's anything if there's anything that anybody was like, oh, boasting about or something like that, I want to know if I overheard anything.
no, but who's speaking? Was that Snake, or is that you, Snake, or
No, this Greg,
Greg? Oh,
read
sorry.
on.
Okay, yeah. So you can go ahead and roll a 2d6, see if you get some rumors or whatever. Let's see, 5. So you don't have a bonus to your charisma, do you?
No.
All right. Let's see, so I guess there's a little bit of a boasting contest starts if you want to join in.
Yeah, I just want to listen in right now.
Okay. All right. So one of the more drunk orcs pushes you and says, "What, you afraid, human?" Gets in your face.
Oh! Is afraid of what? We slaughtered at least a dozen fishmen on our way here.
Fishmen. I do not believe you. He pushes you.
Beer will stand up and walk next to him.
So another like a couple other orcs join in. They kind of stare at you guys. So he goes, and they go, "What, you think you're tough, huh? Because you're coming into port recently. You got your friend Tull there. They've been drinking a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they would like to arm wrestle.
Oh, sure, they'll do that." Well, they go, "Oh yeah," because yeah.
I'm gonna kind of edge Tull, and
you diffuse it, right? And then they go, "Yeah, we'll arm wrestle." So see, the guys get
yeah,
arm
and I'm
wrestling
gonna
contest.
kind of, like I said, edge him and point over and say, "Watch this."
All right, so Veer, go ahead and how do we do that? We'll just roll a.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. How do I do that and make use
roll
of
it? Roll a d6 and add your strength bonus. That's probably the easiest way to do it.
All right, so D6 and add what to it?
Your strength bonus.
Is the 2 hits plus 2, the damage adjustment's plus 4.
So plus 4.
All
so you rolled
right,
a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you kill him like it's like not even a contest. It's like noodly armed drunken orc, probably about a 16, 16 strength or so, and you just like. Like, oh, some of the guys. Ah! Some money is exchanged here and there. Some of the goblins especially, but they love the little side trade and stuff going on. All right, so that's good. You diffuse a bar fight or a street fight there, and they're satisfied with having people come up. Eventually, though, as Veer beats a few orcs, Toll comes up and says, "Let's try me, human."
All right.
That's the ogre.
All right, we're gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
And I could use that 6 again.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, I get a 6 total then.
6 total.
Arlendia is going to put 2 gold coins down and say, "This is because I know he will beat you. You may have them if you beat him."
Well, you lose your. I rolled a total of 9 because I got a +6 right with the ogre. So yeah, you lose your 2 gold, and Toll laughs and like pushes Veer. But it's a good, it's a little back and forth though. You do hold up not badly. You don't get slaughtered, But because Toll says leverage, and he laughs. All right,
Big strong man.
Yeah.
So I guess I didn't hear any rumors.
Yeah, you did.
I'm walking around. What rumors?
I thought I gave you some.
Nope.
Oh, about the higher price slaves are usually sold off to the people up in the Highport or in the high city.
That's what you told me when I said if there were any other elves around, not rumors.
I guess yeah, you can roll another 2d6. Bronson, you do hear that from the cook that there is like a merchants consortium, and they do meet like often, maybe every few days to kind of like almost like a quote unquote networking event. So there's but you do learn that slavers usually do not go to that, but it's like merchants of like normal goods that go to this consortium.
And where's that at?
They meet. I'll just call it. They call it the Grapevine. It's like a tavern or a pub in the Human District near the docks. So, and then Amy, you pick up. Let's see. What do you pick? Let's find a good rumor. Because you're listening for slaves and stuff like that, right?
Well,
stuff about slaves specifically, or is that what you're listening for? Or?
No, I said I think the slaves will have the best information because they'll grumble under their breath about what their owners are doing and different stuff like that. So I was paying a little more attention to them, but
okay.
I mean, I can hear it all, but
yeah. So you probably hear a couple things then. That you hear that the slaves are concerned that they're moving, because there are a few slaves here and there that they're starting to move some of the instead of having them auctioned, they're moving a lot of the slaves south along the road, which they're concerned about, and they don't know where they're taking them. So they hope that they don't get quote unquote chosen. They're if you press, their concern is that, well, must be for some end, and it's not so bad in the city, but I've heard it's worse outside the city. Mines or quarries or something worse.
If they'll speak to her, she'll ask one of the slaves, mines here in Highport, or are they gathering them to work the mines elsewhere?
I guess I do not know.
Can I figure out whose slaves they are?
Like, probably one of the human guards.
It's one of their slaves.
Well, probably the slaves of of their employer, probably not the guard himself.
I mean, do they look strong and able and?
They're better. They're definitely better treated than even the ones that you liberated way back at Darkshelf.
Because I want to ask them, we're here to take slaves back with us. Are there any you suggest? And show. I don't want to give away.
To the guards or whatever, or you're asking the guards.
Yeah.
Well, they say, well,
Yours seem to be in
there's
very
been
good
recent
condition.
recent setbacks. Though there have been the slave market's a little slim pickings, but just go there tomorrow and see what you see.
Is there a way to view them before tomorrow so I can make my list and go prepared?
Because I mean, they're kept in the barracks area.
And would you escort me and show me the ones I should look at? I mean, your slaves seem very well treated and mindful and healthy, and I could use that expertise.
Well, usually I don't know if I want to cross them. I just want to let's just go have some ale.
Cross who?
I'd rather not. He points towards the temple.
How would you cross them? By taking me over and helping me pick out the slaves
That's
for
not
tomorrow?
That's not the way things work here.
Oh, then educate me. How do they work? Because the slave markets where I'm from, you view them ahead of time.
Well, you can view them ahead of time, that's for sure, but not like.
And then you bid on them.
It's very controlled. Yes, you could do that in the morning, from what I've seen.
But where I come from, you do it the night before.
Well, that is where you come from.
I see. Tell me one other thing. I've heard rumors that there's a priest with one ear. Have you heard that as well?
I'm going to roll for him. Because I have not heard anything like that.
Huh? Maybe
he looks at you. He looks at you funny.
I hear all kinds of rumors on the seas. Just like I hear rumors that there's only tents around here, but yet I see new buildings being built. I don't see all the tents I was told about.
Oh, so you got to see things with your own eyes, apparently.
Yes. I take everything with a grain of salt until I see it myself, sir.
Okay.
I got a question for this guy.
Yeah.
So, one other thing, Blood. You said that there's been. What did you say? There's setbacks.
Oh yes, it seems like. Oh yeah, so it seems like. Well, we were due a couple of shipments and they haven't come. He goes. I don't know. I overheard my master.
Oh, I thought I was talking to the guard.
I heard I overheard my yeah, you were.
Here we are.
Yeah. But his employer. I guess you say employer, because I heard my boss. Because I heard my boss grousing about about it. Apparently, they're trying to expand outside of Woolly Bay, and it didn't really work.
Do you think that means the Ulux states or some of the kingdoms are getting organized finally?
Because I would hope not. That would really, mess up our operation, right? And he says, and anyway, with the trouble across the sea, I hear, successions and overthrows by red robed organizations, cloaked organizations. I'm just a humble guy.
I really am really conspiratorially here, since it seems like this is a name that is not uttered in polite company. Scarlet Brotherhood.
He goes, I hear they have interest in the trade, but you did not hear that from me.
Noted.
Right.
While they're doing
I'll give this guy a name. I'll give this guy a name, Mihail.
Mihail.
Yeah, the guard.
And who is
He works for a merchant named Suni.
Suni?
Yeah.
While this is going on, how far are we from 18? Can I sneak down there and look around?
I don't know. You could, yeah, you guys could get there, but I wouldn't go by yourself. I mean, I'm even like,
I'll take
even these
Farbar
guys
with
here.
me. I'll just take Farbar with me, or some of them, because she's not going to sit around and drink. She's not going to do that.
Well, I mean, you could run into. They tell you things get crazy at night. In fact, like some of the orcs are like, since they kind of like you guys, they're probably gonna when you guys want to either stay here, in one of the tents, or they'll escort you back to your ship.
Probably best to stay in the tents.
Yeah, because the they said those hyena men can get a little out of hand.
I wouldn't mind going back to the ship personally, but if they, will they escort me? Would I be able, or am I too far away from them to be able to?
No, I mean they'll take there's there's like 15 or so orcs and stuff, and now there's humans and humans, goblins, and those guards can escort you back. The ones with a couple slaves. That brought some more.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind and taking some of the soup back with me. But before I do go, I want to find out when the next one of those, where to get the meat at. When the next time they're doing one of those auctions or whatever at at one of the pubs, where it would be. You said
the consortium, merchant consortium.
Yes.
Yeah, you could probably ask the guard because his employer. I heard. He says, I heard maybe a couple days. I think they do like a brunch. At the Grapevine.
At the Grapevine?
Yeah.
Okay, the Grapevine's the name of a pub then.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually serve wine, not this, Black Orc ale here.
Okay. And also, I want to get the information on getting some spices too, things like that, and also vegetables for just trying to stock the ship up.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure. Because for sure, if you go there, you might even get it wholesale because I'll give you an in. The cook.
What is number 12?
12. Can you ping on it? Oh, there it is. 12. Yeah, see what it is.
I'm trying to ping on it. It's not pinging.
I bet you it's a temple. Uh, 12 is a temple of Hextor.
Okay.
Also, it is a training facility. Apparently.
What kind of training?
Well, Hextor is I think he's the evil god of battle in this world. Is that correct?
I think that's right.
He's a scourge of battle. That's what he's called, Hextor.
Because I still want to sneak down a little bit and check out the slaves and everything down here.
Yeah, 18, 19, yeah.
Because if 12 is a temple, they're not going to attack me. I'll just sneak down there.
Well, I mean, it's still they really do warn you it's dangerous at night. Because you'll end up on a different ship, or worse.
Well, I mean, I've suggested taking some of our Hunmen with us, but
So Hextor is the champion of evil, herald of hell, scourge of battle. He's a fist holding 6
I even asked
black and red
I
arrows.
I
mean-
asked the one guard if he would go with me, and he shot me down. So
No, he's like,
Well, I
he
mean,
says it's dangerous. He doesn't want to cross them.
I mean, look, if our goal here is to speak to some of these slaves to get more information, since we think that they may know things on the inside, having firsthand witnessed the slavers' operations, why don't we just come back in the morning and see how much they cost? If we need to buy a few and buy them out of slavery, so be it.
well, that's kind of what I want to do, but we're getting nothing from any of these rumors here. We're getting no information about where we can find our contacts, and she still wants to go make her. She still wants to head to 13.
Well,
So-
if these are new slaves, they're probably not going to know anything.
Well, they're not going to say anything.
Not
Right
gonna
now.
Well,
say
we can just do that. We can just do that in the morning. Then, when they actually hold the slave auction, we could go there, buy one, take them back to the ship, and then talk to them when in safety.
That's kind of my thought too. That's why I was like trying to get back to the boat. I mean, I think that staying here overnight is probably not the best plan. I think I'd rather just get everybody back to the boat, and that's why I was going back there anyway. And taking the soup back was kind of or the stew back was kind of a good reason to go, I thought.
Yeah, I'm with you, Woolsey. I like that idea, and I was thinking the same thing. That taking some grub back for our crew is a completely valid reason for us to head back. Good that we have good reaction from these orcs now, and that they sort of they respect strength. So it was actually a great move with the arm wrestling contest earlier. But I don't necessarily want to be camping out with these people. This place is too dangerous, and God knows that what could happen if we're staying here overnight.
Yeah, there's quite a few ne'er-do-wells.
Well,
Like
then-
Tharv would say, I mean, I don't trust like a lot of these little meat goblins and kobolds that are starting to show up at around the edges. Not that they're going to attack, but they're going to like steal stuff,
Exactly. We could end up with some of these little critters rustling through our pack. The orcs would probably keep the gnolls or the hobgoblins away, but I don't want to deal with that. Or I don't think that we've blown our cover, so to speak, yet. I'm not worried about.
I don't think so.
I'm not worried about being assassinated in our sleep, but I just would rather have the security of, having our crew and militia there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the ship. Is that the
Right. I'll told one last time.
Yeah, Toll's like he's commandeered quite some barrels and maybe drank a whole barrel. He's more. He kind of looks at opens the one eye, gives you a grunt and a burp, and then probably passes out.
Okay. I'll head back to the ship too.
Yeah. All right, so we're heading back to the ship.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it's you run into anything
On our way there, on our way there, can I stop at one of the temples? Because I told these people I was going to go to one of the temples, and I haven't done that yet.
I don't think anyone's gonna care.
She cares.
Now
I
or later.
care.
Well, you could always make the offering in the morning. You don't have to do it at night. It's just more dangerous at night, I think, is what he was telling you.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, are you sure you want to be making donations to the gods of evil in this
I'm
place?
Yeah, they're all
I'm
all
not
evil
making
gods.
donations. I'm going there for that specific reason in their minds, but that's not what I was doing. Because I thought I could get rumors from slaves, but I could get rumors by sitting quietly in a temple, quote unquote, praying, but listening.
I mean, people are pretty tight-lipped. Even as drunk as these guys were, they're just grousing about the government, not really.
Well, it sounds to me like we just need to come up with a better plan of how we want to approach this. So here's my thought, at least. Um, okay, so our initial foray, we didn't get a lot of we didn't get really any information about any of the context we have here, but we know where the Temple of the Earth Dragon is, and if that is presumably our goal, if the slaving operation is being headed out of there, as we learned from the salt burners earlier, and if Pieta is there, presumably all we need to do is go visit that place and see if she's around, and then give her the secret signal. Um, if we can find Mikaro, great. But that seems secondary right now, since we kind of know where to go. We just need to figure out how to get into it.
Honestly, I think that grapevine is the place that he might hang out at too. They sell wine there, not just ale. That sounds like the type of place that this guy might go to. I'm just a hunch.
Okay, so we're heading back.
Yeah, I mean, I have absolutely
roll
no
it.
idea what time it was when we got there. I don't know how long we've been anywhere.
It's late. No, you got into port around nearing late afternoon, nearing dusk, and then you ran into the kobolds and ogre, and then you guys went to the barbecue, and it's been some time. So
But
if you could roll me a
when
d6
we
on the way
met up
back.
when we met up with the kobolds, you already told me that everything was shut down. So that's like
Yeah.
5 or 6 in the evening.
Yeah. So roll me a d6 as we go. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tim likes those random encounters.
No, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have gone to the barbecue. I should have done what I wanted to do, because we wasted time. We didn't get anything from the barbecue. Anyways, we'll keep going.
All right. All right. As you're going through that area, let's see. There's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 7 of you, right? 7 of you, and like 5
Plus,
orcs.
yeah,
and 5
plus
orcs.
however many guards.
Yeah, and so you see like some about 4 gnolls who are also probably sloshed, looking for a fight. They kind of see your group though, and they kind of watch you. The orcs put their hands on their hand axes. Like, one has like a light crossbow at least, because he kind of growls under his breath, but looks at kind of Zorik and says, "No one's gonna miss a few dead gnolls, but it's up to you, my friend."
I'm going to say you're a little under the weather, and I'm going to cast Create Water above their heads.
The gnolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Create Water at 4th level, I'll create 4 gallons of water. That'll just splash down on their heads.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Oh, 4 gallons of water for every level of experience. So that's going to be
Oh, geez.
12.
12 gallons of water. All right.
Or no, 16. Yeah, 16 gallons of water.
Okay, I'll see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens to these guys.
Yeah,
They're
That's like a
gonna
lot of water.
drown. They're gonna drown.
Yeah. All right.
Or sober up right away.
You mean not the orcs, but the gnolls that are looking at you, right? Funny.
I did to the gnolls. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. all but one, like they hit the ground and are sputtering and are not doing well at all. Like you're like basically, I gotta know if we'll get dinged for this term, waterboarding them effectively. Except that one knoll who, let's see if he recognizes that it's you. And he's gonna run though. So he's running. That last knoll is gonna run. The other three are like on the ground, sputtering, like they've been dunked in water and are not doing well. Like they get, yeah.
Guess they got their yearly bath.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to chase that last knoll or let him go or what. Anyone?
I don't know if I have a spell.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to diffuse and move on. So I wouldn't chase them.
All right. Well, the orcs get a good laugh and they go up there and they finish off those gnolls that are in a bad way. And then one of the orcs says, "That's right. You tell your hyena masters it's orc territory down here."
I'm gonna laugh and say, "Good spoils, my brothers," and just keep walking.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys make it to the boat then. No issues. But with the stew, you know, they ask if you want to throw some knoll eyeballs in there for flavor.
No, but were the gnolls carrying anything?
They had like battle axes. Let's see.
Think we're gonna let the orcs have that as spoils for.
No, I meant I'm looking through their pockets to see if they have any letters or anything like that.
No, they got coins.
Okay.
They probably have like about 3 gold each equivalent.
Okay, so there was
So
how
about
many of them?
Not 4, but 9 gold. So you can collect 9 gold, or just give it to your orc friends.
No, keep it.
Yeah, the orcs will take the weapons and stuff, and armor. Strip them of that.
I'll ask them what time to the slave market's open. Do you know?
Good question.
Because we were denied our shipment, and we're not leaving here without them.
Okay, they say it's like starts early, like at right after the first bell.
Okay. So
And they point, and the bell comes from the lighthouse, I guess.
and we should be at the port now, not out at sea, because we paid to be there.
Yeah, you can be docked if you want to. So while you were gone, they sent out a pilot to help you guys dock on the wharf there, so you don't have to take a boat out. Just nice.
And I'll ask Farvar and the rest of them if they would accompany me very early in the morning.
So do you, those orcs, they kind of look at Zorik like the 5 orcs or so that came with you. They look at Zorik like if you're gonna dismiss them or let them stay here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are we? How far away from the ship? And
You're at the ship.
Oh, okay. And the orcs are just what? Just
Oh,
make
well,
sure
I mean,
we had safe passage, or
Well, I don't know. They could probably like find a place to camp here in the dock area, and then instead of going through the city, because even they're like, the 12 of us, so no one's gonna f with us, but 5 of us, you never know. Toll's like the nice ogre, they tell you. You never want to get in the way of a raging drunk ogre.
right?
So, but they can. I mean, you can let them. You can have them let them stay on the ship on the deck or whatever. I mean, you might.
Yeah, they can camp out on the deck.
Okay. You might get some grumbles from the militia because I thought those were evil bad guys.
Not tonight.
It's always good to be friendly to unfriendlies.
Okay. All right.
The first thing in the morning, I want to head out though.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break and come back. We haven't even taken a break. Well, so let's take a break and then come back in like 5. And then I guess the next thing we're going to head out to.
And paused.
Okay. So I guess we're not doing anything overnight. It's uneventful. Let's see. And then in the morning, you wanted to head to the
Early morning, like sun up, I'm off the boat heading over there because I think this will be the only opportunity to see these slaves ahead of time where I might have a little bit of time to listen to them, ask my own questions of them if they allow me to.
Okay. Anyone going with or?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I don't think she needs to be by herself.
Oh
All right.
no, I took Farvar as well because
Okay.
he's our beefy, sneaky. He's a dwarf, and then I was going to take. Why did I not write their names down? Anyways, I was going to take a couple of the militia. If you guys didn't want to come that early, it's up to you.
To be clear, are you planning to like sneak around back to assuming they probably have some kind of like holding pens or something like that before they actually start the auction?
I want to go up to them and see if they'll let me view the slaves early. But yes, if I could get back there and listen to the slaves, I want to figure out where they're coming from, how long have they had them, what do they know, and I want to see if, quite frankly, if any of them are from our area. That, and I want to see who are the best ones to bid on to take home.
Okay.
Maybe even negotiate to fill our hold with some. I do that in air quotes there, our hold. We do have a hold that we can keep them in, but we choose not to do that. But you know what I mean. Because if it's anything like, this is what I'm envisioning, if it's anything like the slave markets like that Rome had, you could go early, you could look at them, they'd have them lined up, you could ask questions, look at their teeth, all kinds of stuff, whatever you wanted to look at. And then you would know in your mind how much that slave would necessarily go for based on that time period. We don't deal in slaves that much, but I'm assuming we would have enough knowledge to know how much we would need to spend.
Okay. So you get there. They do have. Looks like they've brought some up.
Okay.
Do
I see any? Do I see any elves?
That's a good question. You do not.
Okay. Do I see children?
No.
Okay.
So they don't look great. They're mostly humans.
Okay.
Well, they are all humans, I guess, here in this case. So there's definitely guards around as well.
Well, I'm going to go up to one of the guards and say, are they all from the same lot, from the same slaver, or are these multiple slavers involved?
He looks at you and he says, I just work here. I don't know. We bring them up. We wash them off.
From where? Where do you keep them? Do you bring all of them up? Because I'm looking for something very specific I don't see here.
All right, well, roll me a 2d6. This is a reaction roll. He says only what you see here.
So they brought them all up.
That's what he said. He claims.
Hmm.
You see if people are starting to filter in as well. Some people that look like they're priests from some of the temples, other merchants.
Do I see tracks like that lead to where they came from?
No, they just brought them. So there's a stockade, or there's this like building, right? That looks like it probably used to be. It used to be a temple. Let's see.
18.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be a temple of some sort.
The orcs that camped out on the deck. I'm gonna have a conversation with them. Do they know of where the salt burners hang out?
The assault burners. I think they caused a lot of problems last time they came into town. So there might be a few like on the edge of town, like out here somewhere.
Okay.
Are you looking for some salt burners?
No, we just kind of ran into some out in the sea, and I had a score to settle with a couple of them still.
Good people, a little backward. They gotta, you gotta adapt. You say. So they're probably, let's see, out here guards wise. You're talking to like a human guard, but
Well, they weren't the orcs that were on the deck with me.
I was going back to Amy. Sorry.
Oh,
Can deal with the orcs, Carl.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. What was that? Go ahead, Zork. Where you wanted to?
oh, I was just like I said, I was just asking where if they knew where they were usually hanging out. They said they usually hang out outside the city.
Yeah, or at the edge of the city. They
Oh God, I didn't know if they had like someplace they hung out inside. Like I said, yeah, I just had a score to settle with a couple of them. I'll track them down eventually. But thanks.
okay. Okay.
Carl, not to overwhelm you right now. You said a few priestly types were starting to come in to the slave market here.
Yeah.
Perchance is one of them missing an ear?
No, not that you see. They're all like priests of evil, the evil gods, like Ayus, probably not Vecnas, but Hextor, Ayus, um, kind of martial gods. See, they hobnob with some people that look like they're wealthier types that maybe come down from the high city, especially the Hextor ones, Um, so,
So
all right.
before the auction starts, am I allowed to go up to these slaves, like I said, and look like their eyes, their teeth?
Yeah, like
Get close enough that I can communicate without the guard hearing.
yeah. Yeah, so there's you see like not just the guard that you talked to. Um so he was probably yeah, so that's interesting.
Are they mostly men?
No, there's the slaves or the guards.
The slaves.
Yeah, they're men and women.
Okay, because I want to. I'm assuming I got there early enough that I have the time I want to look at them.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if I can do it without the guards really hearing me, I want to ask them, "Where are you from?"
Oh, they tell you they're from they're from the Woolly Bay, some village. And when you ask where the village is, they say somewhere in the Woolly Bay, which is to the north of here.
Okay, so not really near Darkshelf or anything.
No.
and then I want to ask what skills they have. I don't care if the guard hears me. Ask them what skills they have.
Um,
I think that's a
Most of-
legitimate question.
yeah, most of them are like fishermen. You get the occasional you know, yeah, most of them are fishermen. Get the occasional farmer.
Okay.
So do you, yeah, so you see like as you guys see that there's like about early on here, there are about 5 orc. Wait, actually, you see, okay,
How many slaves are there?
yeah, there are about 5 orcs armed with halberds, and then there's a couple half orcs that look a little more skilled than them, and then that's what's out here now. You talk to like interesting. Okay, yeah, you talk to. Go ahead.
How many slaves are there?
Oh, out here, slaves for auction today. It's about 52 or so.
Okay. Because saying this, I would have told my party this, that what I would like to do is, as best as I can when the auction, before the auction starts, I want to see, because what would the average amount a slave usually goes for be, do you think, at this time period?
Well, they do give you like a.
Because what I want to do is see if we can offer a certain amount and take all 52.
Oh yeah, so they start like at 5 gold pieces each, but then people bid up or not. Chains cost an extra 3 gold. You can only bid in increments of 1 silver piece.
So 260 gold is what all of them would go for?
Yeah.
No, well, that'd be the minimum, though.
Minimum.
And then there's people bidding on them.
Right, but we wouldn't need because what I'm thinking is if I tell them, look, if nobody bids, will you sell them all to me for, let's say, 275 gold? And then if they say yes, then as soon as the bidding starts, I want to sleep the crowd.
You won't be able to sleep the crowd. It's gonna be a big fight, but yeah.
I can't use sleep. I mean, how many would I get? I don't get the feeling that there's like thousands of people here.
There's hundreds. So I was trying to get to it, but so like I said, these are the ones that are guarding. They're directly guarding the slaves. Were those orcs armed with halberds with the leader type, and the guy that you're probably talking to, like a half orc, looks more human than half orc fighter, and you can see like another guy kind of watching you, also a half orc, kind of watching, from the shadows, watching all the patrons, I guess. Then each group of the there's like merchants who are there with a small contingent of guards, mostly human or half orc. Then there's like the priest groups, which have like a priest with a bodyguard, and anywhere from 5 to 6 bodyguards as well that are human. There, at least a couple of these temples have an ogre for hire. So it looks like the Temple of Hextor has an ogre with a bunch of like armor with a bunch of spikes, black and red spikes and stuff, made to look like there's blood coming from the tips of the spikes, painted that way. And then the Temple of Ayus probably has an ogre as well. So,
as a practical point, if we were, even if we were to purchase all these slaves, and much as I would love to rescue them all, certainly, can we fit 52 additional people on our
yes,
ship?
you'd have to put them in the slave hold, but yes, that can hold 50.
Okay.
We haven't converted it, so it could hold 50. But yeah, I don't know. 50 in like very cramped, nasty conditions, right? I mean, I don't know
Right,
how you.
but they can go throughout the ship too.
Once you get out of port, yeah.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, is sleep on the deck, but it's better than being a
Yeah.
slave.
Right.
Yeah, but so you're saying my sleep spell, how many does it affect then? I mean, I'm level 4.
Yeah, sleep will affect. I mean, you could probably get the orc guards nearby, and maybe some of the lower level guards, but the leader types you're probably not gonna be able to get.
But
And
I
Yeah,
can
mind
wet
you,
them.
that's gonna cause an issue too, I think.
and mind you, the priestly types, if they are sufficiently leveled, they're just going to be flat out immune to it. They will not be affected by sleep.
And then they'll start hitting with the whole
No,
person.
but they're not immune to my web.
Yeah, so you can affect 4 to 16 up to 1, up to hit dice 1. So like the orcs and the run of the mill guards, yeah, for sure. But then if they get to higher levels, then it becomes harder, right? 2 to 8 at 2 hit dice, 1 to 4 at 3 hit dice.
So what you're saying is I just have to outbid them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not a fighting situation here. It's just, I mean, you could. Anyone can.
If
I'm still confused at what we're trying to do here.
I'm trying to get some slaves. I was just trying
Well,
to see.
I know that, but
I was trying to see if I could speak to whoever runs all the slave stuff, because maybe I could just make a deal.
All right.
Because I think that guard's lying to me that this is all the slaves they have. I'm sure they have others.
well, they might have some that haven't been like processed or cleared to sell yet, but I don't know that.
it might just be today's auction, or it could just be lying. You got a point there, but if you talk to the auctioneer or the slave master, I'm sure that if you tell them, okay, special order, I want your whole lot, there's probably a buyout price for that.
Right, that's what I was trying to get to. Because if we buy them all out, then they have to close the auction for the day and explain that they've been bought out. But there may or may not be, but
And I mean, I'd be supportive of that if we can strike that deal. Since I kind of fear that all these evil priests are showing up, they may not have good intentions for these poor people.
no, they don't.
Probably not.
So
All right.
can we speak to the auctioneer?
Yeah, so you
Or whoever's
wish-
running it. That's why I asked if it's just one slave trader or multiples, or who do I talk
well,
to?
there's like several looks like just unarmed merchants. Maybe they have a hidden dagger or something like that wandering around. But there's definitely looks like a person in charge wearing what are they wearing? That's armed with a chainmail, got a battle axe on their back as well. And it's actually a woman.
Okay.
She's there with her arms folded. She's letting the merchants talk, but you can tell that she's the one in charge.
I want to ask her, do you have a buyout price for them all? Because my shipment never got delivered, and I need them desperately. My mines, I don't have enough.
She says, well, roll a 2d6 and add any charisma bonus you might have.
I don't.
She says, you will have to bid with the others.
I
Madam.
haven't even looked to see if I have a charisma bonus yet, Carl.
You don't. You got a 4.
Then why do you tell me to add something you know I don't have? Whatever.
All right. Anyway, she says you'll have to bid with the others, madam.
Can
That is the way
Can
things
Veer
work today.
try? Or no. Who's the Roden? Aren't you our face? Who's our face has the better charisma?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had the highest party charisma at 12, but I don't have a reaction modifier.
No, I mean, if you try, you'll probably do better than I do. I mean, I got a 1 and a 3. Apparently, Roll20 thinks that I can only roll 1s, 3s, and 4s today.
Hell, I'm totally willing to try if Carl will let me.
Yeah, I guess you have to pretend that you're not with Arlindia and the rest of the group. You're all wandering around.
Well, I'll walk
Separately.
away. I'll walk away before he walks up.
Mhm.
All right, then I'll make my pitch. I have a galley that needs a crew, and I want everybody now. What's your buyout price?
She says, well, she looks at you first and she says, these would not last a day on a galley.
I'm willing to take that risk.
She says, 500 for the lot. I would prefer an early day myself. Plus, and then she says, and then she looks, what does she look at? Who did she look at?
But you know the average best that she's going to get for this lot is 275. By the way, if you need to know that. So she's gouging with the 500.
Mm-hmm. Of course she is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to take the risk of this. Going to the auction still. I'll make a gesture to.
She says. Plus, I'm not a fan of those. Of those. Is that right? Yeah, she says. I'm not a fan of those omens. I figure that they will try to buy a few to do their little sacrifices to their foreign god.
Do you want to offer?
Not that I care about the well-being of the slaves, but I think it is a waste.
I'll make a gesture to Kurz, trying to look like he's my lackey here. Sort of is.
Sort of is. I was going to say, do you want to start the bidding at like 300 with her? See if she comes down from the 500.
Well, this is actually before even the bidding starts. I want to see if any of these.
But
it's a buyout price. I'm just going to buy him now.
All right.
Although none of the well, actually, that's the other way. So three of those priests come over too. By the way, they saw what was going on, and they're like, I don't know what this woman's name is. I know she has a name for reals, but for some reason, the Greyhawk wiki is down.
This is the reason also that I just want to pay her price and get him now before all these other people get uppity.
Right. I mean, if you're speaking to her, can you find out if there's more down below? Or while you're talking, do you want me to take Bufo and see if we can't send him down to see if there's any more slaves down below?
You'd have to go around the compound and look around. But I mean, if you and Veer want to walk around the stockade, you can do something. You could do that, or walk around this. It's not really a stockade. It's just like it looks like an old ruined temple that they've commandeered. Effectively.
Are you guys cool with us doing that?
Maybe take the bar too.
Yeah, go for it, because I think that I'm going to have to. I think with Kurz and I, we're going to have to go get a strong box or a chest or something. I'm sure we have one with some currency in it.
I mean, you could have gems and stuff too, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah. I figured that. I think even from the fish people we fought before, I think we have enough treasure to cover it outright from the jewelry and the light that they dropped.
We should. Hold on, I'll tell you. I have to loot up. We have 16,140 gold with us.
Okay, so I'm looking at the thing there from the fish folk that we fought. That was 200 in gems, 180 in jewelry, so that's 380. So I'll have to cover that a little bit from kind of the treasury, so to speak. But I imagine that 120 gold pieces, we probably do have that on hand.
I would imagine, yeah, and I'm pretty sure Carl said that we could, mix it in with gems and stuff too. So I remember asking about that last session or the session before.
Right. So,
Right.
and I'm not especially interested in negotiating here because that's going to waste time. And if our goal here is to, get our lot before these other people do, I'd rather, take her price and then leave.
I'm fine with that. I just want to see if there's other slaves too. Not that I want to buy another lot of slaves, but what if we buy this lot and they bring another lot out just so they have an auction today,
Yeah.
Well, the woman says I'd rather get on with the real work. That's what she said. So I'd rather get rid of these, get this done fast, and then yeah.
All right. Well, then, Kurz, bring the payment.
All right. Well, anyway, those guys are coming over. So let's see if you. So she said five. So I guess you're gonna pay 500 for the whole lot.
Yeah, unless anybody in the party has strenuous objection, because this will have to come out of party funds.
I'm not even there. I'm back at the ship. I was going to do something. I'm letting y'all finish this up. I was going to ask about the vineyard and go to the vineyard while y'all are doing this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with it. We have the money to do it. My only concern is if we buy these out, that she's gonna go downstairs, get more slaves, and bring them up, and still hold a slave auction.
I don't know if we can stop that.
I mean, you got a friendly reaction. So do you want to strike up a conversation with her
and ask her if there's more?
Sure.
All right.
Sure. Is this all you have for the day? I need accurate.
This is all we have for the day. Yes, but right, these aren't. Truth be told, these aren't the best. They're just the ones.
As I said, they'll have to do. I need them now.
Yeah, because I mean, there are more below, but if you want to take these now, that is fine. And perhaps before we move them on south, we can arrange for you to see some of the more specialty types. These are
now we're talking. Let's talk business then. Because we've been out at sea for a long time. We're looking and it would be good to get a new raid in to bring in some fresh stock. But I need crew and I need people to work the oars. So if these ones fail on me, I'm definitely going to be needing more if I can't find them myself. But then we can also talk about sale. Why don't we take a look at your stock downstairs?
Well, so you're not going to. So I will start this time the priests have come over, and they go, what is going on here? I did not know we negotiated. And there's a person wearing like a feathered headdress who speaks first. He has this very strong accent, and you see a lot of skulls on his accoutrements. He's an olive-skinned person. And then she says, well, Lipakathali, this man has a bid for me to end the day early. He says, fair loss, that is unfair. And then another person chimes in, another man in really nice plate mail, that shimmers. He says, well, the Temple of Hextor needs some sacrifices. And then the guy comes over with his ogre, another man, but he's wearing studded leather. He's got almost a hunchback. And he says, no, it is the Temple of Ayus that needs to placate the gods. So they start arguing about how many slaves they need for sacrifices. And Fearloss, I guess, rolls her eyes. Well, this man has offered me 500 gold for the lot.
Well, you guys are arguing up there. Do Vera and I see?
Yeah, you guys can roll a d6.
Oh goodness, Vera, maybe you need to roll the d6 because apparently I only get ones, threes, and fours.
That's what you need.
I'm going to step up, but I'm going to be behind the other priest.
Well, Vera got a 4.
Yeah, I know, but Amy, you need to roll.
A D6.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, yeah, and you're looking, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
And I would have, when no one was looking, had Bufo go down there so we get a good look.
well, I mean, you don't need Bufo. You're just walking around you're walking around the compound, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe it's June. So Zorik, you're gonna step behind.
Yeah, I'll be behind the priest.
All right. Yeah, there's 3 of them. I don't know which one. Doesn't matter.
No,
So
not at the
besides an
moment.
ogre, do they have any retainer soldiers with them?
They're still in the crowd, kind of looking for, waiting for direction. So the IU's guy had the foresight to bring his muscle with him, I guess. But all right. So, Arlindia, you spot on the backside of this place,
The backside being like over here facing 19, or the backside
facing 10,
looking this way. Okay.
yeah. Um, is that correct? I gotta make sure that I got that right on the map. Hold on.
And then hopefully Veer gets to see some too.
No, Veer doesn't see anything. He sees a bunch of walls. A bunch of bricks.
We can knock those down if you want to, Veer.
Yeah, so you're on the back side of
Mhm.
this compound, and they have like on the back side, probably near the south west corner, you spot like I guess what should be a concealed passageway,
Mhm.
but it is like basically a secret door, I guess. Might as well say that.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah.
Can we make access without being spotted?
Yeah, there is some. I mean, everyone's out in the front, really. Let me see. I will let you know. Hold on.
Because I'll definitely point it out to Veer.
Well, since Woolsey's been really good at rolling random encounters, I'll let Woolsey roll a d6.
A 6.
Okay, everyone's like distracted from what's going on in the front, and I guess all the patrols or whatever are forced on the front, especially with the drama that might be ensuing. So, okay. Yep. So, all right.
So can we make access? So Snake, do you want to go in with me, or you want to go in and I'll stand guard, or both go in? What do you want to do?
Probably better off if I stand guard because I'm in heavy metal.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Tharvar, like I said, is with you. So if you want to have Tharvar check it out and move on ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe send him in along.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
Well, we'll have him sneak in there.
Yeah. All right. So,
If you think it's a good idea, Snake, I'll go with Farvar. See what we see.
And Snake, you stand guard.
Yeah, I'm going to stand guard because I look more like a guard than I would trying to sneak around in chainmail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. Well, let's get back to the front. So she had said that this man has offered 500 gold for these, and then the Oldmon priest, he kind of sputters. The priest of Hextor says, "Well, you need to you need to. This is proceed. Well, I understand that things can be malleable, but I must return to my temple, which is, of course, just across the street, just across the district. If you will let us wait and counterbid, the IU's guy says, "Well, let us. I will offer 501 gold pieces." And he looks at Gordon.
I turn back to the slave merchant and say, "Is this a buyout price or not? My currency's as good as anybody else. I offer to buy them."
Well, she says the offer stands now at 501. I guess we are doing this auction as a one big lot. The guy from IU's looks at you. He points to his ogre. He says, "I do not know who you are, but the great IU's needs these sacrifices." Not all in one day, of course. That would be hedonistic.
And that's in the front, not where I am, right?
Who's that?
Snake.
Snake is in the back. You're in the back.
We're in the back, yeah.
So Zorik and Rorden are there, right? With maybe Brother Quan, if you want.
Shame too, because I had an idea.
I'm sure you could hear it, though.
No, not really.
No. What was your idea, though?
I was going to mix up in the crowd and yell that, from the one side that, hey, we could sacrifice whatever one of those groups of priests or try and get them to brawl each other.
I think that's something I could call out. Sure, you say yes that IU's requires sacrifices. Then you, Hexorite, what say you? Can you return to your temple empty-handed? Then I cannot return to my ship empty-handed. What am I to do?
Well, the priest from Hexor says, "Fairless, you must give me a chance, because I will, and I am good for it. I would say 505 gold pieces." And he says, "I will bring it." And he says, "Wait, I will stay." And he points to a couple of his guards, and he says, "Go, let them know what is going on, and bring the black coffer." All right. Do you want to do anything, Zorik, or Brother Quan, have Brother Quan do something?
I'm kind of watching a kind of enjoying the inciting of it.
Well, just so that
is there a priest in front of me that hasn't bid yet?
Yeah, the priest who hasn't bid yet. I think he's just going to storm off. I rolled a 1 for him, so he just stormed off. He just stormed off. Yeah.
Well, just so that you know, we have all those gems with us, and we do have 5 fancy stone aquamarines that are worth 500 gold each. Just so that you know. So those would be in whatever chest we have. So just so that you know.
Yeah, this is true. All right, Roy. So she looks at Royden. She says, "Captain, what is your ship, by the way? If you can bid that much for throwaways, you must have a fine ship indeed."
If you want a suggestion, I would say offer 800 gold or 1,000 gold, and we get the ones here plus anybody down below, and see how that goes.
Well, the other priests don't know about down below. Doesn't seem. Maybe, I don't know if they would care. There's other people taking notice too in the crowd. Some of the ones that look like they're rich with big guards might start walking over to see what's going on. So, Royden, it's your call at this point. Great.
Yeah. Much as I like to keep these slaves out of their
Or I
hands,
can, if you need to think, I can switch.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to succeed at that. Not without throwing away a ridiculous amount of money here or starting a fight, which I really don't want to do. Let me say this then to the slave merchant. If this has turned into an auction, then you know that my money is good for it. I demand that you let me then at least inspect what you have, what other stock you have, so that I can secure my ship.
Well, that is a negotiation for later, I assure you. And the priest of Ayu's kind of, both priests like raise an eyebrow, opposite eyebrows, and then they go, more stock, fearless. Are you holding out on us? And she says to the Hextrite, who probably said that. She says, Sornan, you know how it goes. We need able bodies for work further south. So he kind of narrows his eyes. Well, it is 505 gold. And then she repeats, it is 505 gold pieces, Captain. What was your name again? I have given you no mine. What is yours?
Verdon.
She was Captain Riordan. What is your bid? It stands at 505 gold pieces for the lot.
Why don't you offer 600 and be done with it? So are they going to go higher than that, do you think? Because one of those gems is 500 gold, and then you can put another 100 gold in coins on top of it. It's up to you.
Offer the scepter and the crown.
No. Those are not with us.
They'd be like, oh. And then Fearloss left the slave lords and became queen of. No.
Extra right, Ayu's worshiper. How many do you really need?
The Hextor says, well, 6, of course. And Ayu says 10.
10 in one day?
Spread out over time, you fool.
$16. How many was the lot again?
52.
They said 505.
You gonna come in there with a new bid, Zorik, and screw things up?
Yeah, if you want to do that, go for it.
Well, I said the last priest said 505, so we can go.
Yep.
I'll go 510.
Oh, Fairlass says, we have a new one. And who are you, sir? Oh, I wonder if she thinks she recognizes you. She goes, Bazali? I heard that you had trouble.
Do I look troubled?
Aren't you supposed to be delivering? Oh, Thornan says, "Oh, this is rich," and he kind of does the thing like Mr. Burns with the priest of Hextor. Does that? Well, you are alive at least. I heard that the what is this country? What's this country that you guys are from?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we're from Darkshelf.
No, I know.
Nyrond.
I heard the Nyronders got your head. And bumpkin Nyronders at that.
As you can see, I am truly alive, and I need to purchase stock to deliver.
But
I did run into trouble, and my stock is depleted.
But you were supposed to deliver here.
Yes, and I ran into trouble. I have other sales in other places.
She kind of looks at you strangely. 510 then. But if you sell any of these, because I eidetic memory, Zorik, and if you sell any of these back to me or us, I will take your head. Or not Zorik, Bazali. Yes, of course.
Right.
She says 510, gentlemen.
All right, let's play this out then. I turn to the Hextra and I use priest and basically say, look, we can cut this lot up then and all get what we want here. Are we going to stand for this?
What do you?
New
what do you
bid.
mean? Huh? What do you? What? Say that again. Stand for.
Are
this.
we? You need your 6. You need your 10. I want the rest. Deal.
So then they say so the Hextorite asks, so you are paying for all of them then?
Of course not, but we need to outbid this guy or we get nothing.
So the IU's guy says 525. The Hextorite says 550. So Fearless says Bazali, Captain Roden.
By the way, at this point, I'm actually kind of liking that we're just wasting an enormous amount of time here out in front. This should hopefully let our Lindia and
you want to
do stuff.
Cut back to that. All right. So all right. Well, poor Bronson. Sorry, Wolsey.
It's okay. I'm listening.
Okay.
No,
all right. So
we can go
so
to
you open the door.
Carl,
so I'll go back.
If he's going to the grapevine while we're doing this, we can cut to him quickly. I'm sure he's got some of the militia with him and stuff. We wouldn't have left him high and dry.
Yeah. I don't. Who do you have just by yourself, Bronson? Or
no, actually, I would take some of the militia. I would probably take the cook with me, whoever does the cooking on the ship.
Yep.
Few able bodies.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you get to the grapevine and there's like there's a sign-in sheet. It's like a networking event, sign-in sheet and what you're selling and that type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sign in. I'll use my real name.
So like this, it looks like a gnome, but you think it could be a goblin trying to disguise himself as a gnome.
Okay.
Who's the host? Is hello, welcome, and what do you are new here? It's only one gold piece for guests.
How many? I guess I probably have 4 people with me, so total of 5 gold.
Oh, great! Yes, great. Right. All right. So then you get there. You're like mingling around, actually, and they bring like people with wine coming around, and so there's definitely like it seems, I would say, generally speaking, there's there's some discontent in Highport because the merchants are talking about war fees and warehouse tax tolls and taxes that they have to pay now, which they didn't like, and it wasn't like this before, and la la la. So you can go ahead and roll. If you're looking around, Bronson, and are you looking for anything specific here? Or?
Yeah, for one thing, I'm looking for anybody that's got one ear.
That is true. I wonder if he hides it or if it's how apparent it is. Because that's a good question.
Didn't I have some other descriptives? It's been a month. I'm sorry. So.
Yeah, a stout but sinewy man of middling years, balding his balding with the long, stringy, dark hair that hangs to his shoulders. Oh, I guess he would not be able to. They only partially obscure the fact that his ear would be missing. All right. You see a guy like that.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he notice me come in by chance? Just is he observing?
He seems to be watching everyone. Yeah.
Are people mingling in here, or are they just kind of sticking to themselves?
Yeah, they're generally mingling. You know, he's speaking with some guy. You know,
Okay. I'm assuming we have a table. I'm gonna order some wine and probably a charcuterie type dish
yep,
for our table.
yep.
And I'll ask for a relatively nice bottle of wine
Yep.
that I will end up eventually going over. I'll pour a glass for myself and one for him, and I'll go over there and offer it to him and ask him if I could have a word with him.
Because why you're interested in buying limestone?
Yes, yes, I am. I'd like to have a word with you privately if I could.
Well, we negotiate. He goes, well, because I am Mikaro Valestine, and you are.
Tell him my name is Bronson.
He says you are new in town.
I am new in town.
Well, let us mingle, but let us mingle and then discuss things right after this
Okay, I'll tell him.
thing.
I'm with my crew here. Actually, I'm resupplying our ship. I let him know our ship's name.
Oh, he
Where we're
introduces you to someone who can help you with resupply.
Okay. I let him know our ship's name, and I'll ask him if he wouldn't mind coming by there whenever he has a chance.
Well, yes, when you are ready um, to load up your stone, will be there to supervise to make sure there's no damage. I wouldn't want you to undercut me or me to undercut you.
Okay.
And let me jump to Amy and Streamrolla and Snake for a second. All right, so you find as we figure out what to do with your stuff, Bronson. But at the you open the door, and at the end of the 10-foot long passage is what is looks like obviously the back of another secret door, constructed to look as if a part of the wall on the other side. Noah's attempt has been made to disguise this one from this side, and you can see. Is there a light on the other side? There's no light on the other side, but there's light from behind you, obviously. So, you know, because you're coming from that other door, it's a dim light. Not that it matters for you two, the dwarf and the elf there. There's a handle, but he's going to do the thiefy thing.
Do the thiefy, let's open it thing.
Yeah, I thought I had stats for this dude.
And you guys are okay if I free the slaves?
Oh, I don't think, no.
Just more disruption. That's...
Okay. Because these are the better slaves. Because
Keep them out of there.
That's what I'd like to do, is get them out of there.
So hopefully, by staying free, they're not just going to go get killed by wandering into the next guard.
Oh my god! But no. Huh.
Well, I mean, it depends on how many are in there. I mean, if there's 50 some, obviously we can't take 100 with us. But if I get them out of there,
yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be able to save everybody, but definitely do
No,
our
and
best.
and by the way, that's what's killing me in the role play for the auction as it's turned into. As much as I would love to get everybody,
It's not going to
especially
happen.
with my neutral good alignment, I just know that if I really antagonize these evil temple orders, they might cause us big problems here. I do not want priests of Ayuz and Hextor hostile to us in this place. So frankly, I'm thinking of cutting a deal with them where they make their bids for the law, and then I buy out the ones that they don't want. We'll rescue as many as we can. I hate facilitating the trade that way, but I'm not sure if we can rescue everybody here. We're not exactly in a position to go full John Brown on these people.
Right. I mean, if I get the ones from down below and
Right.
and try to sneak them out of there, I don't know what 6 and 15 and 8 are.
Okay. All right.
But if we can sneak them out and get them to the boat while you're doing all of the negotiation, because it seems to be taking a bit of time, then you can say, okay, well, fine, let me see what's down below then. And then there's nothing there, you know?
All right.
That's
Okay. So so Darwar's like, okay, I think I got it. I think I got it.
okay.
And he opens the door, and
And there's nothing there.
no, this bar comes down and smacks him in the shoulder. He turns at the last second. Fortunately, he goes, oh god, oh god, and he takes like 8 points of damage. It's like, oh, that kind of hurt.
What bar came down? Just one that's
Like it was a trap that he missed.
Oh, okay.
It's like, that hurt. But I don't feel so good.
Well, you'll be fine for right now.
And then there's a 10-foot wide passageway and a panel, but it's not stone anymore. It's like yeah. So he will go. Do you want me to check it again?
Yes, you need to check for traps.
I did, but
I know
so it
was hard to see. No one's blaming you.
You'll try it again. Yes. Okay. There's nothing. I don't think so. Let me make sure.
I mean, I might have one bandage on me that he can use, but I mean, how many hit points did it take off of him? Like
8 out of
8.
12 or so.
Okay, so if
I can give him a healing potion.
The what?
Well, you want him to stagger out of the little room there?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to cause more attention to him if he goes staggering out injured than just looking for the next trap.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I can look for I can try to look for traps.
Well, he does it. He goes, okay, all right, I found this one. Same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
So he undoes it, which is good. I rolled really well.
I'll give him the one bandage I have on me.
Okay. He'll bandage himself up. So he gets 2 points back. So he's at I said he's 12 to 8. He got 2 back. So all right, so you see now you're in a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And the hallway goes. This is when you should be mapping, because I don't want to switch. I think I can. I can't remember if I can. I thought I could switch people individually over to another map, but I'm not sure.
No, it's okay. Just tell us visually. We'll see.
Okay.
We're going down a hall, so there.
So you open into the side of a hall.
Okay.
Really. If I look at it from here, it'd be easier. Right. All right. So you secret door on the outside.
Mm-hmm. We found the secret door on the outside, then one that he found but not initially got hurt. So he's bandaged up, found another one. We got past that. Now we're going down another hall.
Yeah. And you see that it goes, the hallway turns to the, what is that? The hallway. Okay, there we go.
If it's safe enough, could we have whistled for Veer to come down with us? Veer, do you feel good about coming down with us?
Well, I'm wondering if I should just remain on guard out here to keep nobody from coming in.
Oh, okay. Whatever you think is better. I just don't want you to
Right.
have no ability to interact with the stuff that's going on. So
Yeah.
Oh, if I
Okay.
was going to interact, I would have tried to incite those two priests to fight each other.
you might still have that opportunity to do it.
So, so you open the door, and then so there's a hallway that goes left to right. You're in about the middle of it. It goes. It's 1, 2. It's about 10, 20. It's about 40 feet long, and then you see there's a door to the left, and then to the right, directly to the right, there is a wooden board, crudely but securely fastened across this pit of nails, spikes, glass, and other jagged items stuck into the bottom of it.
Okay, can I lift it up? I'm assuming that's where the slaves are.
No, there's no one in the pit. But
Okay.
it would be, you could walk across it or walk along the edge of this like pit here. I guess it's so people don't run quickly, right? It's to stop.
Okay.
But then it turns
Whatever we're doing, I want to find the slaves quickly.
all right. Well, there's a door to your left. You're not going to find the slaves quickly. Sorry, I don't think. You found the entrance to like the temple complex, though. You might have to. Yeah, it's going to be. You find the entrance to the dungeon, basically.
Okay, so we can pause here, and you can go back up to the slave trading or over to the other one.
Okay, so back to the. We'll go back to the slave trading, and so we're standing at 550.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the Hextra ride and the IU side and basically tell them this was all I fellas obviously having a laugh at our expense. You need slaves, I need slaves. Why don't we split the lot here? You get what you need, I get what I need. We'll do it just as if the auction was going to be normal. One of us can buy out the lot, and then we can buy from each other.
All right, so who the IU's guy said 550, right? So how many do you need then? If I need 10 and he needs 16.
I said 6.
6, yes. Well,
So that leaves the
so
remaining
36.
That leaves the remaining 36. I'd take all of them.
All 36. So then if I spend 550,
I'll give you 400 for the 36.
yes, and I will pay you whatever that is. I will pay you the 60 for mine, says the priest of Hextor. So the IU's guy kind of extends his hand then.
Good. And now we can have a laugh at the old man who abandoned his lot early.
Roll me a saving throw versus spells.
He's going to cast a spell on him.
Rardenia.
But isn't Zorik right there too?
He is.
Yeah.
Spells is not that good.
Oh no.
You roll really badly.
An 11.
It's a failure.
Yeah. You burn up. No, I'm just kidding. What's this guy?
You're level 5, right? Did you switch it on your sheet? Because my save versus spells is 14.
Oh. No, it's still slotted at
Yeah, he's
4. It's odd. That should auto do that.
I had to change mine on mine. That might have been the difference. I mean,
Well, in a
11
lot,
still doesn't beat a 14, but I just
yeah,
noticed that your 16 was too high.
yeah, you're right. I had to reset the level there.
Oh,
But
it's
you're
still
right. It should have been a 14. It's still a failure though.
a failure.
It's just not
Okay.
as bad of a failure. But I was saying, if Zorik is right there, then Zorik could say, "Oh, well, if he's out of it, then I'll pay you the 400 for
Right. I'm just waiting. Waiting to find out what
All
spell
right,
he was doing.
Royden, you see that just you thought he was a hunchback, but now he looks like he's got this really awesome staff, and he's standing straight, and he's like he goes, Martin, by the way, my name is Martin. You should come by the temple and bring some of your new purchases. We will talk later. And you think that's a great idea because he's your buddy, Martin or Riordan.
Great. And this is the priest of Ayus, the priest of Hextor.
The priest of Ayus.
Okay.
The Hextor guy wouldn't have spells like this. The Hextor guy just pays his money. He does not shake the guy's hand, and he kind of mutters something. Zorik, you hear him mutter under his breath, "Amateurs." He takes his lot, and you get your 36. And then Fairless says, "See, that was easy. I'm done."
And which priest had the orc with him or ogre with him?
The eyes.
Okay.
It wasn't tall. Don't worry.
No, I understand that. I'm just
Okay.
okay. I'm just kind of saying, I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, too bad. She goes, "Too bad, so sad, Bazali. Find your own."
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. The 400,
All
400 gold that we just paid for them.
Yep. Okay. So you got them. So yeah.
Okay, so what about Wolsey?
So they line him up with the chain gang, and because you paid so much, you paid like double, so they don't charge you extra for the chains.
That's so nice of them.
So Wolsey, you're gonna talk to this guy after now.
Yeah, and so was I given a secret word? If I seem to recall, there was a way for me to communicate and let him know that. So I'm going to make sure and drop that in our conversation so he knows who I am.
So you meet like in a small private room here after, and he says, there are folks who need your help. I have a group of escaped slaves that hide in the city and they cannot flee. The gates are watched for that. They need a secret route out of town, and I think you guys could clear it for me because there are a number of other slaves. There are a number of other slaves in the ruined temple. I think
in the ring temple.
The ruined. It used to be. Rumor has it used to be a temple to a good god. Fortunately, they do not spit on the face of my god, but it was the temple of some good god that they have now turned into their slave holdings underneath the city, these slave pits, as it were. But I know a way in. But there are also a number of sea caves along the coast below the city wall, and I believe some connect to the surface. So I've explored some of these tunnels, but that link the basement of an abandoned villa where the refugees can hide to the sewers below the city. I believe a path can be traced on the way through. So if you are here for what I think you are here, and you are not some sort of agent.
I'm here for exactly why you think I'm here, and I do have others with me. I just need to know when and where is a good time to do this. Is this something that we should do in the morning or in the night?
Well, I mean, it is what it. Like I said, these are sea caves, and you just have to time it from the tide. Time it with the tide, he says. Right? So they're for the caves like fill up. They the entry fills up at high
Okay.
tide.
What time is low tide and what time is high tide, approximately?
Oh, so that's easy. I roll a d12 and it tells me. 8. So this is so at 8 in the morning is low tide. So that 2 would be high tide. Is that right? No.
And do you have a map by chance? Or can you draw out a rough sketch of a map for me?
I do not. What if it were to fall into the wrong hands?
Oh, I understand. Well, where's the best entrance for the sea cave?
He tells you that there's a cove
Okay.
that is sheltered. I mean, you could take if you come here by boat,
Yes.
you can take a ship's boat out there to the mouth of the cove.
Okay.
And sail it into the cave or row it into the cave, where at low tide the sandbar is only a few feet above sea level. There's a sandbar there.
Okay.
You have to, if you on a rowboat, you would have to drag it across, of course, and then get into the cave. But then you could find a place to put the boat inside that cave and then go from there.
Okay.
If you
Thank
wish.
you very much. Al will need to go ahead and supply the ship too while we're
Yes,
here.
I will. I can arrange that for you through other factors in our capacity as merchants and ship's captains.
Yes.
I can have it delivered. What is the ship?
The
Dark Sail is the ship.
Yeah, the Dark Sail.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So, what are Lindia and Tharvar and Veer? You guys realize that this is now like a dungeon complex.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to fall back and report to the others, close the door, reset the trap now that you know who it is, so you won't have to redo that again.
Right.
And meet back with the others.
Right.
So now you know a way in.
Because I'm thinking if this was going on simultaneously, we would be showing back up about the time that he was making the deal with them.
Yep, that's about right.
And would we have seen that priest casting something so we would know he's been compromised?
I don't know if he's charmed, but I don't know if he's compromised.
But we would have seen the priest stand up, right? Or
you would have seen the priest shake his hand. Zorik, you could roll because you're there, Zorik, when this happens. So
yeah, I think it was maybe a suggestion. He kind of suggested him, maybe a charm. Do I roll in like an intelligence or a?
Yeah, roll your your intelligence. No, wisdom, right? You're a priest, so roll your wisdom.
Okay, so on a d20 or?
Yeah, roll on a d20. It's fine. It's kind of, and I've been using that d6 thing, but so you made it.
My wisdom's a 14.
Oh, great! Yeah, so you've heard that the priests of Ayus use charm and trickeries at times. So when you heard that, you kind of felt like that kind of a little bit of a wave of magic. So it's possible that and then you also saw the priest of Hexdor not shake his hand. I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, like I said, I was there to see if the spells or harm was going to come, but
yeah. So you feel like you did cast a spell on Royden. I guess that's the confusion.
Okay.
So you should probably take possession of the slaves, and I'll get Royden back to the boat.
Well, I think everyone's going back to the boat. He didn't say he said to come by later with 10 of them.
Yeah, he just said come by and visit.
you didn't make it like obvious, right? You try to make it subtle, but so no one would really notice except like Zorik and Sornan, the priest of Hexor, right? So
Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask about here, because obviously there's different mechanics and different charms. So this is more like charm person, where
right,
he's my buddy. I
he's your
really
buddy,
like this
yeah.
guy, but it's not like, suggestion or quest gash where it's like, you must do this.
No, but
Right.
like, I mean, like, and if you were to like say, you should defend me against your friends, then you get another saving throw or something like that. You know what I mean? Right? Not like a domination.
Right, but
Right.
my thought pattern is if Zorik saw that happen, whether he knows it's true or not, I think we would be more protective of let's get the slaves on the boat and let's keep Warden away from the slaves right now. Because how long does a charm spell last?
And what's your intelligence for it?
Not good. I think it's 8.
It's 8.
Yeah, I got it into 8.
A month.
A month.
Yeah.
How do we remove charm person?
Dispel magic.
Dispel.
Well, pretty certain
So
I don't have that.
So for the next month, the priest of Ayers is my buddy.
Yeah.
It might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it could give you access, right? It makes it more.
Makes it funnier.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The creature will hold. This is admittedly for the druid version of the spell,
Yeah.
but the creature will regard the druid who casts the spell as a trusted friend and ally to be heeded and protected. Does not enable the druid to control the charmed creature as if it's an automaton. Thus, he wouldn't obey a suicide command. But they might believe the druid if assured that the only chance to save the druid's life is if the creature holds back an onrushing red dragon for just a round or two.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to say, you stand in front of that guy with the big muscles, please. Anyway. But then you probably get another saving throw if he had you fight or defend himself against a deer.
Yeah, so
but he could like smack. He could do something. Who knows what the priest of Ayus what he's thinking, right?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm not under compulsion to go to the temple, but
Right.
This sounds like a pretty good idea. If this guy sees me, if I see him in the street, I'm gonna probably want to walk out to him and shake his hand again.
Yeah, let's not do that. But, yeah. All
Right.
right.
So it's probably a good place to stop as you take the and everyone kind of comes back with the intels that they've gathered. Like Veer and Arlindia have discovered a way in that is not really well viewed or didn't even seem known, except from the other side, right? So, but no one really.
Right, but my thought process would be at night if we could get in there. Under
something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And then Bronson has some info, right? Bronson? He's gone. Wolsey?
Sorry, I turned myself on mute. But yes, I do have some info. I know a way for us to get in as well. And to actually go liberate all of them, I think.
I think based on he kind of gave you an idea where the villa was, so you could really if you could clear this place out and find those refugees and get them out, you could have especially at night, if you liberated the ones in these slave pits, you could get them out that way too, right? Instead of trying to get them out across the city. Right.
Yeah, but how many people can our ship actually hold? We have to be kind of cognizant of that too.
Who says we can't get another ship?
I'm fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that.
You're gonna need a bigger ship, bigger boat.
Just an additional one.
I mean, I don't. You probably have to betray them, but if you could contact the salt burners, they would love to stick it into the eye of the pun intended, into the eye of the priests of the temple of the pyramid of the Earth Dragon.
Right.
Right. But you might have to betray them in the end. Go, oh, we kind of need those people. I don't know. It's a consideration.
It's something to
Cool.
consider.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, really, I guess you'll get.
Well, we can go ahead and say hi to our watchers and listeners.
Yeah, and I hope. Right. So, this is probably not the traditional way to do the slavers stockade, or sorry, slave pits of the Undercity, but they kind of found it, which is great. They found another adventure avenue, and I'm just having fun in Highport because why not? Because like I did say at the beginning, it's a sandbox, and I enjoy all the intrigue and role playing. It's really fun for me. I hope it's fun for the players. I hope it's fun for you listeners, that we're not just kicking down doors and killing monsters and taking treasure. Although that I'm sure will come sooner rather than later, maybe in the next session. But a lot of cool things established in this particular session. So any questions or comments before we sign off, players?
No. Look forward to next time.
Yeah, I think we've made lots of contacts in the thing. We've made our presence known. We've
Oh, I guess the name of the I guess I'll give you the name of the tribe, the orcs that you hung out with. I'll call them the Stone Fists.
Stone Fists.
Yeah, although locally they're known as the Keggers.
The Keggers.
So that's and Tolb apparently is one of their allies, so he hangs out with them. So like a bachelor ogre.
That's pretty funny. But I guess on the next episode we'll see if Warden gets a boat away from the priest that he's now friends with. We'll see.
I know. Is it friends with the priest of Ayus? I don't know. Maybe a crisis of conscience for some of the player heroes here with selling off some, not just buying slaves, but selling some off to evil priests or evil temples.
Trust me, I'm not happy with that.
Good thing there are no paladins in the group.
But there's
know.
nothing to say that at night we can't sneak in and liberate them.
Oh, this is true.
True, if they're still alive. Again, I didn't see a good way around that situation because
there isn't a good way.
High level evil priest, they're probably going to get their way here.
And it wasn't. You didn't think that Feralis was a chump either, right? Or Fearless was a chump. So
sorry about that. That was my old commander and his wife swung by on their way back from church to say.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's cool.
No worries. Yeah, I asked for any comments or questions before we sign off.
Did I miss anything about what happened at the very end there when I had to go away?
Oh, when did you leave?
If you did experience, I definitely left.
I haven't done experience.
We haven't done
I'll do it off.
Yeah.
But basically you guys found a way into the slave pits.
Yeah, so I think the last thing that I heard was Orlindia and what's his name?
Deer?
No, Tharvar. Resetting the traps and heading back out, and that's
So everyone kind of reconvenes, either taking the slaves back to the Darkshelf as a procession. People are like looking at you guys curiously. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, as you guys are have this chain gang through the city, but at least that keeps your cover as slavers, for good or for ill. Royden is now buddies. He keeps talking about Marchin, the cool priest of Ayus, I guess, on the way home.
Just for a month.
And then you meet with Bronson, who tells you that he met whatever his name is, Mikolos? Nikolash? No.
Mihail, I thought.
Mikaro. He met Mikaro Valstein, and he says that he knows a way from outside, basically how to get slaves from the city outside of Highport, though you have to clear probably these caves underneath the city that might lead to the sewers, right? So that's the idea.
Yeah.
So cool stuff.
Yeah. Well,
So,
thank-
So two-pronged attack, maybe split the party. No, I'm just kidding.
well, we'll see.
Choose one and then go to the other, I guess. But hey, you just liberated 36 people.
And maybe
And
more.
condemned others to death.
And,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe not
unfortunately-
permanently. We don't know
Unfortunately,
yet.
condemned 16 others to death.
We don't know that.
Maybe.
We could still save them. We don't know yet. But thank you to our watchers. Thank you for running.
Yes. We'll see you guys next time.
Good night.
Good rolling.
Okay, we're stopped.